UFC 300 is so mid. Dana is playing with us. Let me tell you why you are out of your mind if you think UFC 300 will not be amazing and is not already a very good card. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Yo, assalamu alaikum, my nigga. What's good?
We, the MMA community, are really famous for just never being satisfied and always seeing the negative thing in everything. No matter what's being announced or whatever, the majority, at least the majority of the online commenting fans, the keyboard fans, see the negative in everything. And UFC 300 is the best example. I mean, look, let's take the facts. UFC 300 should be a monumental card, right? It's one of those 100 cards that always are planned to be the biggest, baddest card that we ever had. Okay, so obviously fans expect a lot. Makes a lot of sense, I understand it. I myself expect a lot, obviously, I'm also one of the fans. But then, fights get announced. And in a second I will show you all the fights that are announced till this day. And until now, there's no fight announced that is not a special fight. That is not a great fight that most of them could even headline fight nights and two of them even pay-per-views, you know what I mean? And people still always find something to cry around about, like, Dana promised us the biggest, baddest card ever, what is that? Blah, 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 la, 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 this is not good. Like, let's just go right into it and look at the fights, okay? I Google UFC 300. Let's just rate all the fights that are on. So there will be 15 fights in general. And some people are saying like, yeah, 299 and 298 are too good already. That's why the best fighters are already gone. Like, do you know how many great, amazing and big name fighters there are in the UFC? They're not all used for 299, 298. Just because Sean O'Malley can't fight at UFC 300 doesn't mean it's a shit card. So UFC 300, what is already booked is Justin Gaethje. It is stated as main event. Huh? Wait, will it be the main event? No, I can't believe that.
What are you talking about?
But as of right now, it's stated as the main event. Justin Gaethje against Max Holloway. I mean, that's a banger of a fight. Two guys that go in there and throw hands until someone falls. That's a perfect matchup for every fight fan. That's a full violent MMA fight. God damn it, I can't talk anymore.
English, change your language.
Xiang Weili against Yan Xiaonan. If you know me, you know that I am not a big fan of women's MMA. I'm not the biggest advocate of women's MMA. But Xiang Weili against Yan Xiaonan is a great fight. Yan Xiaonan just comes off a round 1 knockout win against Jessica Andrade, who is tough to knock out. Xiang Weili just comes off an absolute beating, one of the most dominant beatings ever in a title fight. Both always deliver action fights. Iri Prochazka, Alexander Rakic. I mean, are you kidding me? This is an absolute madness fight. Two absolute madmen. Calvin Kattar, Aljamain Sterling. You have the former bantamweight GOAT in a way, stepping up to featherweight now, fighting Calvin Kattar, a guy who was always in the top 10 of the featherweight division, who is always game, always there to deliver a fight, whether he's on the receiving end against Holloway or on the giving end against Shikatse. He always delivers banger fights. That's an amazing stylistic matchup. Bo Nickal against Cody Brundage. Yeah, Cody Brundage is not a superstar by any means, I know, but he has a lot of fights on the UFC already, so it's not like it's Val Woodburn or something. And he's fighting Bo Nickal. Bo Nickal is the future superstar of the UFC. Bo Nickal is already a huge star for the UFC. So you have a future superstar on that card who is a star already, Bo Nickal. So another fight you should be hyped about. Bo Nickal fights are always surrounded by hype. Charles Oliveira against Arman Tsarukyan. Are you kidding me? That's another main event in every other card. Of course, it's not a title fight, so it wouldn't be main event on a number card. But Arman against Oliveira. When was Oliveira the last time in a fight that was not a main event? The last like 5-6 fights Oliveira had was a main event. Was he co-main again with Dariush? That's possible, but otherwise, you know, he's always in the main event. That's a number 1 contender fight. That's just somewhere in the middle of the main card. That's an absolute banger.
Are you not entertained?
Davison Figueiredo, Cody Gabhart. I know it's Corbin. The former flyweight GOAT against the former bantamweight champion, like two former champions that are not the youngest anymore, but both still capable of making the title run. Both, it's not like you're having fucking 50-year-old CM Punk fighting or something. It's two guys that are still at the top of their game, fighting each other, a super fight in a way, because as I said, flyweight against bantamweight in the bantamweight division, amazing fight, a main event in every other fight night that you would tune into. That's absolutely amazing. Then a certified legend fight between two legends that are not old and rusty though. It is Bobby Green against Jim Miller. That's also a headliner in every single fight that you could imagine. These are two guys that are as game as it gets, two real legends of the game. Jim Miller, who fought the UFC 100, UFC 200, and now UFC 300. Like, what else do you want? These are all the fights that are booked. It's not like that's the whole card, but all those fights are bangers. There's not one fight where you go and grab a coffee in the meantime. These are all fights where you sit in front of your TV like that and you watch with a smile on your face. So be a little bit grateful. It's an MMA card after all. They can't use magic and, I don't know, make, Gandhi against, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's still realistic. You still have to be realistic, and you don't know what's still coming.
I'm coming!
You don't know what's still coming.
I'm still coming.
There could still be, and I'm just making examples that make no sense, but Brock Lesnar against DC, McGregor versus Nate Diaz, because McGregor, Dana said there still is no official date, opponent, and location. Dana said that. You never know what's still coming. This card can only get better. They will not book any nonsense fights on this card. This card is already absolutely stacked and it will get even more stacked, and we should all be appreciative of that. But it's normal that if you have too big expectations for something, you can only be disappointed.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
That's never good. Never expect too much. Expect it to be just another pay-per-view. But it's already not another pay-per-view. It's already an absolutely stacked card where, as I said, there's still a lot more to come. Dana said there's a very special super fight that they're planning on. Ariel Helwani also said there's like a rabbit in the hat that he heard about that he won't say and stuff. So there's still exciting stuff coming, guys. Stay excited, stay positive, stay freaking happy, be appreciative of the event and enjoy the freaking event when it's there. And don't be like, nah, I expected more.
That's what she said.
Come on, man. Just because your girlfriend says it to you doesn't mean you need to throw that out in the world to other stuff, you know what I mean? So be appreciative of it. UFC 300 is already dope, will be even crazier, and you and I will be watching it and enjoying it. Now, Dana, can you give me $2,000 please for saying that the whole thing? Thank you. Back to the video. So yeah, write your opinion in the comments, guys. What do you think? Do you think I'm full of shit, a company man, even though I don't work for a company? UFC 300 shit and everything? Write it in the comments. I'd appreciate to hear your filthy opinion. Also, don't forget to like this video, guys. Subscribe to this channel. Would appreciate that. Make sure to check out the Bloodsport merch, bloodshop.net. A lot of different pieces. Would appreciate that. Stay bloody, you guys, and until the next one. Bye-bye. Bloodsport out.